live? Are you there yet? There yet? We're there. Alrighty. Hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today we're continuing work on the Arma Hobby P-51B. We've pretty much got our base colors down. Now it's coming down to tidy up, adding bits of detail, and setting up for decaling on the interior. They've got pretty extensive decaling, and the photo etch that's got to go on as well. So we're setting up for that. This we will now do. So, to that end, first things first, we all know the drill, people. Cheering begearing. Oh yeah. Move the camera around. Now, let me just get a decent shot for you. There we go. And in and up. There we go. Alrighty. Now, next, good people, bits we're working on. Now, a lot of these will get decals on. Not so sure about these. What we can do is have a bit of a look-see at our assembly sheets, and where there isn't decals, we can see about maybe putting some colors. Where there is decals, we'll just leave it as is. Now, something I am debating, and as an aside, there's also a bit of detail we're going to want to put through here, here, and so it goes. Now, which black did I use there? Oh dear God. Oh, I'd have thought that would have been standard black. Or would I use chassis black? Oh dear. Oh, it doesn't matter, I'll work it out. Anyway, so I think it's just a standard black. Along the way, we have a few other little bits and bobs. We've got detail here we can work in, that I intend to, in fact, work in. A bit here. You'll see as we go through. That's the nuts and bolts. Now, what else? Oh, and along the way, oops, sorry guys. Here we got a bit of love to give. We got a whole lot of love. Bam. I'll stop there. Alrighty. Now, first things first. Let's have a gander at stuff we're going to do with some interior green. And where indeed we wish to put the aluminium. Now, in some of these spots, aluminium is going to touch or go adjacent to the interior green. That's okay. Now, let's have a look. Excuse me a moment. I'm just going to get myself in a bit closer to the action. I have a habit of early on in my streams having moved the camera, hanging out a bit. And it's probably not good for my back. And yada. Alrighty, guys. Let's bring this up here a bit. Oh, that's actually a pretty good view for you. Good. We'll leave it at that. Now, so that actually goes on to there. Right. I see, said the blind man. Here we go, kids. They supply a lot of detail, bless their cotton socks. And there are a couple of decals, in fact, that go on Wow. That is a bit sexy, actually, guys. Let me just check something on the other side. Oh, really? Alrighty. Oops, a daisy. Yeah, wow. Okay, scope this shit, kids. And this is why a part of me is inclined. Give me a moment. Oh, okay. Now, wow. Let's look at this cockpit interior, and I'll show you why I'm going ooh and ah and making all sorts of noises. Now, first, let's look at this side. This is the, I guess that would be starboard. Now, I'll need to zoom in good and proper for this. Excellent. Hang on. What I'll do, best thing I can do to help that course here is just put that behind it. Give me a moment. There we go. Now, what? Beautiful. Right. Now, you see all those little bits and bobs? Right. Now, the true joy here kicks in with that's all the decals that go on. The K is a decal. So now with that, if we just zoom out just a little bit, a bit further, there we go. We can also see that it illustrates that some of these panel areas should in fact be, because it illustrates C, should be, give me a moment, a matte black, they reckon. All right. Got it. Matte black, right. Now give me, here's another quick question. Give me a moment, guys. Right, no, I'd have just gone for straight normal black, I reckon. Okay, easy. And this we will now do. Now, those are actually things that go behind. That's where they're illustrating. They're quite precise about this. I do like that. And it makes me think that it's not necessary, perhaps, to get too carried away with some of this other stuff. But I wouldn't mind maybe just to highlight them a bit, going with a bit of interior green over them. It's small things. They say little things amuse little minds. I'll leave that discussion there. Now, next. All right. So if we're going to do what I'll do, here's an executive decision, boys and girls. We finally got around to this. I will be probably going down those vertical beams and across sort of a thing in the interior green, doing a couple of the bottles just to bring them up a bit. We'll do, of course, as the instructions suggest, black and black. And then yeah, we'll switch over to this side. And indeed, more specifically, where is it? This piece, I think it is. No. Excuse me a moment. We're looking for where so here? Probably. No, it's on the there it is. And this part. Now this part being, or is it the other one? Give me a moment, guys. Just checking a detail here. Wrong part. There's two parts that look rather similar. There's that one. And looking, rubbing. And that's the one for the wheel. Well, here, boom, found it. The inherent difference here is that this is interior green. Now, it also, this is the thing that goes on the other side of the fuselage interior. And it's also given us some really good detail on colours to paint this. This is all great stuff, kids. I'm most impressed with their work. Now we shall all right. And they give us very good instructions as to how that is to be painted, like so. And there's a bit of decal action, but it is quite clear as to what colours go where, and I think that's a bit good all on its own. Yeah, that goes on. Yep, like that. Right. Wow. That's wow. Quite intense, actually. Okay, yep. I'm just having a look as to what corresponds. I got it. Right. Whoa. There's some really fine detail here. They want to be. Oh, okay. Scope this out, guys. This is a bit intense, but hey, that's quality work they've given us. Scope this shit out. We've got, yeah, here we go. Let me just make sure I've got it not drip down across. Here we go. Right there, there's a small decal that actually goes on top of that. Now, the reason I'm going, oi, we're talking about there. That's precision shit, man. Well, wait a minute. No, it's on here. Jesus, what am I doing, boy? So we're talking about, wow, yeah, there. Across, there we go. That thing right there. And you gotta say that's pretty precise. But that is indeed quality work on their behalf. Now, just checking it. Okay, A is the black. Okay. All right, we're going to start with what we're going to do in what's this part here, by the way? I just want to check that as well. While we're doing all this painting, we may as well get this done properly. Now, this is part number 20. Oh God, I'm blind at times, I tell you. Excuse me a moment, guys. 26. Now, I reckon, I'm going to zoom out for a moment. I reckon that 26 goes in the wheel well. There's a few things we may as well as go hard. Bam. And they say I'm just a pretty face. Let's zinc chromate what we'll be hitting that with. All right, let's have a look at the part in question. That's not it. Where's the part I was looking at? Bing. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a quick slap around. That's easy. Boom. All right. Now, with most of the base colors in position, what we can do now is pretty much walk through, pick your color, walk it through, pick your color, walk it through, if you follow me. Now, the color we're going to start doing that with is I've noticed somewhere I've made another mistake. Interesting. Or have I? We'll worry about that later. Okay, so we're going to roll with the interior green for the time being. Now, having been mixed, that's the empty one. I know I'd have one because it's, otherwise I'd have noticed it was empty. Who would have thought that, eh? Cool. Now, looking. That's yellow. US interior green. There we have him. Now, really am very impressed with a lot of the detail I've gone into on this kit. It does, it's presenting me with challenges as a builder, and I kind of like that fact. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, Andy, how you doing? We're walking through certain colors right now, mate, and I just feel I'm such a dipshit. I was going to go, right, now we'll put the interior green up. That is fucking interior green, you yuts. What I do need to do is put aluminium through there, I think it is. Well, not through there. I think it's aluminium, though. We'll get onto that in due course. Excuse me. Now, coming along. Not fully mixed yet. Now, we shall... what's going to be our first port of call with this? We can actually just stroll on through like this, can't we? Now, one thing I did want to do is a small tidy up, definitely. This little bottle thing here. Now I understand. They've also got a bit here that needs to be painted, apparently, on the underside of this. Now, I'm not quite sure why they recommend doing that, because you'd have thought, but who am I to query? This we will also get done. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. So, to that end... no, that's A and B, in fact. So we don't worry about this right now. It's B. B's black, isn't it? A is the black, B is the aluminium. I see why. Yes, I do. Now, almost there. I ask you. And oh, so close, yet so far. Alrighty. Now, this time I can at least start. Let's get one of these. That's in chromate. If I can, I prefer to keep colours like in there. Boom. This has been used for interior green, I reckon. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. I prefer to keep my different little paint pots in their specific colours. Or you get the idea, I think. Use say I've used interior, well, yeah, if I've used interior green in a paint pot, continue to use it for, dare I suggest it, interior green. Yeah, you've got to be clumsy there. Give that a bit of a wipe. Oh, excuse me. Now we'll come here. We'll get some on our fingers because that's what you do. And then we will grab, there we go. One of these. We'll grab a couple of these anyway. And then I'm going to blow my nose. But I'll put you on mute for that because otherwise you're going to think I'm being attacked by a large moose. Right, I'm back. Now, alright, mouthful of coffee. We'll start walking through the interior green. Oh yeah. Now we'll go a fairly small brush. This one looks like that's not too small. This looks like Goldilocks. Just right. Now. So. Bing. Now, what are we doing on here that is interior green? Nothing. Boom. On here, we have a bit. Quite a bit, in fact. So, here we go. Let's get a bit of paint into this. There we go. All right. Boom. That's that one. I'll zoom in after I've done a couple. It's all very small, maybe a little more on the front there. And yeah, just a little. I'll show you now what the hell. So what that is, whoops, a daisy. There. Now we got to go around the edges again and tidy up that. But there's the there's a bottle in the small area there. There we go. That's what we've done. Now on the, here we go. So we'll do those two and just, hang on. There's about 4 things we'll do in interior green here. Oops, I'll zoom you out a bit, sorry. And maybe, it's not too bad there. There you have him. Oops. Into there. Now I come around this angle. And there. Well, that's actually, there's something that suddenly gives me quite a warm and fuzzy goal. Even without zooming in, you can see that gas bottle quite clearly. Now there's an identical one here, so logically you do that as well. Yeah. Now and we'll do here. All right. Let's come over here a bit. All right. Yep. Now. All right, and underneath and on the back. Oh, come on, is the back of that one too? Yes, I do. Now, you go here. Down there. Ah, dear, oh dear. A bit more fiddly than I thought. Never mind. All right, there we go. Coming along. Coming along. Singing a song. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm a very silly man at times. Yes, I am. And just a bit at the very end there. There we go. Right. Anywhere else I feel I need to go on those? Right, I'll zoom in on those. There's a bit more we're going to do on this bit, but In fact, I don't need to zoom in. You can see what I've done. That's cool. It's cool that you can see it that clearly and that easily. Boom, gas bottles. Not quite sure what they do. Don't really care. They're now highlighted. That's the bottom line here. Now there's 4 little beams. Where you go on here? Yeah, that works. Yeah. Now, before I make that decision, that's correct. Excellent. I have a cunning plan with all these colours, kids. I do. I do. Now, next, we're going to go down here. There. Why have I left that bit there clear? Rob, that's a tidy up. All right. A bit more here. All right. Now, actually, I think you can see what I'm trying to do there. There's a bit of a tidy up there, is it? Yeah. Need to tidy that a little. That one. And the other ones, there we go. Now the other gaps are going to be done aluminium because they correlate to indeed some aluminium parts. So, gee, who would have thought they're going to be aluminium? Pretty simple equation. But in the meantime, I even go in a little closer. We've got those bottles and those other beams highlighted. Some of those beams are actually, I think, bits of wiring. They usually cover them with that interior green. Yeah, now there's a couple of other spots there. We'll do them aluminium, but that's a start on that one. Now, zoom out. Pop that over to here. Bam. That's a bit weird. I'll have to have a look at that, closer look at what that is. What that is. Let's not see any more. C being interior green. Or any C that we haven't done. They actually have them B, which is aluminium. I can fix that, although I don't need to. I don't have to. It's not compulsory. Aluminium knot. Okay, yep. I think that's our interior green. Okay, yep. Done. Next colour. Yeah, we're going to do aluminium. What the hell? There's a lot of aluminium that needs to be done, I believe. So we'll get onto that. Yeah. Something I'm having a quick gander at. First, let me clean the brush. After all, that's kind of important now, isn't it? Then there are other things we can do as well. Some very fine detailing on the electronics and stuff that I have in mind. We shall get onto this in due course. Now, had massage yesterday, got cranked again, as you do. It's great, but sometimes you've been in recovery mode. I've got swimming today. That'll be cool. Bam. Wipe around. Alrighty. Aluminium. Now there's actually wait, why don't we do this another way? That would want me to go back to the beginning. Can go a number of ways about this. I mean, I could go. Yeah, we'll do aluminium. Now, aluminium also goes a whole stack on the interior, which does raise the question, as I'm... Okay. Okay, here's a plan. You see, normally, in any given circumstance, I will spray the exterior of an aircraft with aluminium. Now, I'm looking at just how much here actually is aluminium. The answer is a lot. And where I'm going with this is, as I have set up the Boss Mustang for airbrushing, I might be well served to do much the same here. Mask up appropriately and airbrush it, and it'll save me time and effort, which will also in turn mean only a certain amount of the airbrushing or of the aluminium will be hand brushed. It'll reduce that dramatically. This is what we're going to do, kids. That is indeed what we're going to do. It won't be hard at all. Now, all right. So, part of this will in fact, quite obviously, incorporate things like tail fins and stuff like that. So, more caffeine. Oh yeah. Now, B. Okay, let's start with the obvious stuff. It may even be worth seeing if these any of these parts are aluminium, because they might. What stuff don't I want to get painted this way. I can just trim out. But there we go. That's a nice, easy option. So if I get sprue cutters, then all I've got to do is mask up the area that we've already done. Maybe varnish it. All right, one out. Now I'm going to need to be very aware of where the hell I've put those, or I'm going to wind up very grumpy. And I don't want to wind up grumpy. Which is ironic, because I played grumpy in a school play. We will leave that discussion there. Is that ironic or coincidental? It's something. Anyway. I remember seeing a Futurama episode where somebody keeps misusing linguistic terms. And because Fry's got the hands of the devil, he's got this holophone recital, and at one point he's written this musical Faliela. His music is so good that anyway, bottom line, and at one stage, as part of the lyrics, Bender sings, and that is irony. But yeah, I think what I was discussing is more coincidental. Anyway, we'll leave that discussion there. Robin. Now you know I've got a cunning plan here too. So I'll cut here. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, no, I can do it that way, yeah. Should have just cut it there. What I'm going to do with this one, because I was going to paint it by hand, and then it's dawned on me, why don't I just mask, job done. This will be easy. Now, I kind of prefer that they have 2 contact points, but then I've got that to worry about, so we shan't do that. We'll do it the same as we did the other one. It's a little too tight, but never mind. And then we'll just trim these out. Actually, we'll try to trim this out, more is the point. Now, I'm guessing that there's probably not that much masking I'll need to do when I do this. That's the theory, and that's why I'm doing it. There we go. Now, all of that. Let me just make sure I've got, where did I put the corresponding part of that? Did I just look that over here? Probably. I'm not sure there was a corresponding one, but in any event, put that all over there. What's this? Nothing. Good. Get that off of there. Right. All of this, apart from these areas here, and the bits we're masking there, are going to be aluminium. Yes, they are. Now, I could even potentially see if there's any aluminium. Just keep it real. Now, other aluminium, which is B. Again, we've got the, well, here we go. Here's some more stuff we're going to be looking at. So now that's, yeah, that can get done. Now, I believe that's aluminium as well. Just confirm that. Yep. Excellent. So we will go. All right. There. Now. Good. It's all coming together. Now, that's a bit more tricksy. Part 7. Give me a moment. Anyway, so we're going to go down here. Those 3 things there I'll trim out. This idea, what I'm setting up for here, is something I got off of watching a, you know what, I think he might be Ukrainian or Polish. He's one of the two, I would suggest. Anyway, his name is Plasma. He does some really, really good work. And the bottom line, where I'm going with this is, I've trimmed there, haven't I? It should mean, yep. Anyway, and he made the observation, I was watching him on one video we did, that you got to try and replicate if you, okay, long and the short of it's this. Let's look at our, hey cutie guy, how you doing? Let's look at our aircraft here. Now this, as a starting point, is going to be metal before it gets painted. And he's pointed out that if you put a metal coat underneath it, and I'll use aluminium, because that's what it would be, you get a bit of a sheen coming up off of the aircraft. And that's when you put it through, makes it look a bit more real. I'm a big fan of it. So we'll do that. That's what we're going to set up for. Now, that's going to require a little bit of masking as well, of course, but that's not real hard. Now, we shall, they can go out of the way. These two can come over to here. Now. So, yep. B. Yep, that's what I thought. And A30, all up B. B being aluminium. Of course, then there's that interior area. Anything else we can airbrush here easily? Rubbing. I'll do them by hand. And they reckon the whole stem aluminium, but no, I don't roll that way because I like to do a bit of detail on them. Propeller, of course, nose cone, of course. And at that point, right, and fuel tanks. Or anything of that ilk. Okay, and exhausts, I guess, yeah. Now, colds are no fun. I'm good. A bit later today, I am going to make the final payment on a car I am purchasing. So I'm a bit excited about that, as you can imagine. And that's amongst other things I'm doing today. Seeing a whole stack here that needs to be worked on. Okay. Some of which okay, so we'll go cunty. This will be fine. Now, almost all of this can use that undercoat quite effectively. That's 30 there, isn't it? What's this? This is part. I can't even see the number. Jesus. I need to get the goggles out just to see the number. Christ, I'm a blind bastard. Times to tell you. I am getting a Subaru. Well, yeah, it's a Subaru. I think they call it an XV. I refuse to call it that. They are Roman numerals. It's a 15, which is rather appropriate for me because I played rugby and there's 15 players in a side. Give me a moment. 32. Let me just check that now. That is indeed 26, isn't it? That's 30. Where's 26? Pardon me. Is that a different part that I'm thinking of? Anyway. No, I think mine's a 2012. But that's okay. I'm not so bothered by it being. Actually, you know what I can do? Yeah, I know. I've got a plan. Here we go. On this cutting out caper. All right. All right. I see, said the blind man. We'll cut there. Alrighty. There's a whole chunk of this we can cut out, so we will. Some of this is going to be needing to be put onto little mounts and stuff. That's fine. So, rubbing. There we go. So we're going to, oh, bitch. Okay, there's another way with this. And you go to the blue box of bits for detailing. I need to get a bit of clarity in my blue box of bits. Now, him out of the way. That makes our next move easier, which is going to be, actually we'll slice it there just because, and there, and there. Now where we cut to? Yeah, so we'll need to go. Okay, we'll go there. Where have we cut next? We cut there. Is that out? Now, there's a few bits here. Okay, we're going to have to mount that, I reckon, so that's fine. Can't quite get into there. Managed it anyway. And trim maybe there. Is that enough? I might end up here. Good. Cut these out. That needs to come out. So what we're going to do here, we're going to trim that there. Excuse me, and there we're going to mount that on. Now with this being kind of floppy, and we also need to trim them out, what we'll do, yeah, well, it's a much younger car than what I'm driving at the moment, mate. That's the amusing part there. The car I drive at the moment is a 2000. And the front struts have started to go. Now that could be a short-term thing, it could be a long-term thing. But at the same time, you don't want to be left without a set of wheels, you know. So now they'll be done by hand except for that side. So pretty much most of this, with a couple of notable exceptions. Well, they can get out the way, that was why I trimmed them. Are going to be hit with aluminium. The wheels obviously not. I mean, they will be. Oh, actually, yeah, what I could do, you know, can. All right, we'll do it. I've got a liquid mask. We'll airbrush the wheels because I'm pretty sure they're aluminium as well. We'll check that. Now, I do need to be a little aware of the time because I've got a swimming lesson today. Excuse me. Yeah. All right. So that being the case, oh dear, oh no, that's actually kind of cool. What we can do. And there we go. Now, all right. It's an air filter. All right. And there was some more stuff I was going to trim out. Being these. How to do that? Oh, yeah, this is easy. All right, we're there. Next is just to prep for some parts in some instances, such as doing things like filing. If you're going to do this, you may as well just go pretty much the whole box and dice on it. Trim off all the bits that aren't meant to be there, like these little bits here. Tidy them all up. Set it up properly. And then, first we'll do our sprue cutter work. And, we'll do it one piece at a time. Otherwise, it's very easy to get, oh, have I done this one? One at a time. All right. All right, down that way. Oops. Oh, that's okay. So now I made a bit of a ankling like that. Oh, that's okay. There we go. Should probably put that on before I put the surfacer on. We've got this part done. Now, that's a light. We're not hitting that. There's that. That is not a light. Hang on a moment. Okay, now I was just checking that the detail on this is sufficient that I'm wary of. What am I thinking? I'm just being a tick. There we go. Into there. There we go. Much nicer. Oh, that's good. Yep. Alrighty. Now, there. What did I do there? Missed that. Never mind. Alrighty. Next, we shall Alright, may have gotten a little zealous there, but that's okay, can fix. Alright, and finally, this little one here. There we go. Alright, now, what I'd like to do, because I have actually done a bit of work on the interior there. Let's see if we can somehow salvage most of that. Option 2, be damned and just redo. Be damned and redo. Now, they're the parts of the lights, I think. Well, that's actually a bit more than just the light there. I can see where the lights are. It's a bit, oh, maybe not. Hang on. Easy way to check this, isn't there? Well, actually not with that in the way there isn't, but we can fix that too, by golly. There we go. Now, easy way to check this is to whether they adjust the lights, or whether there's a bit more going on. That's a bit more going on. Yeah, okay. So we need to be a little careful. And there does need to be some, but not as much as there is. I think that's not quite. A bit more. Trying to do a compare and contrast. Maybe if we go just a touch more onto the... Yeah, I think we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Now, there. There we go. Now. Yeah, nah. Okay. There we go. Oh, there's actually quite a lot to do still. In as much as before you can we can assemble, there's actually a shitload of detail that needs to be attended to, including part of this area through here. And this is what I'm setting up for now, is to complete the interior painting. We need to do aluminium there and through there, but also on a whole stack of these other pieces. So I need to get that done first, and that'll be done because we're going to start doing airbrushing on the Boss Mustang. We're going to do that as well on this one. Then there's the last detailing, then deckling. There's a lot of decals on the interior of this. In fact, there is yeah, it's a nice kit just on the decals of on the interior of the kit. We have let's see, oh sweet Jesus, even more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 18 decals just on the inside of the cockpit area. So, as you can gather, there's a bit goes on here, and that's without the photo etch. And that's, yeah. So you get, yeah. Oh, yeah. If I choose to decal the dashboard, which, given the sheer extent of decals and the amount I'm putting in, I'm actually leaning towards. That makes it 19. Plus, there's the photo etch for the seats, as in the seat belts. Yeah, there's a lot, mate. Now, that said, the thing about fighters, in my experience, is that once you get all that sort of detail done, and you've got the kit together, then it's pretty much just boom. You just do the exterior paint job, put on the small stuff, decal, done. Oh, weather, done. But yeah. And that's the thing. It's more the interior stuff. And they've gone to good lengths with this interior, I've got to say, to make it look really good. So it is worth putting that effort in. All right, come on. Now what I'd like to do, what's the time? Oh, hey, Lindsay, how you doing? Not sure how well I'm going to go about getting this all prepped up as far as masking and shit goes. In fact, I can guarantee you I won't, because I've very soon got to go. Now, only thing I want to do, now what I can do potentially, because I've got to do a little bit of masking on the Boss Mustang as well. And the actual amount of masking on this is not that great. It's really not. So I can potentially get all of that done on the Mustang and this as well in my own time. But I'd like to get a couple of things prepped, most notably this air filter. I just want to check a small detail on it. Looking. Where are you? Here we go. Do we? No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Here's the one I'm looking for. Gone past it. Where is it? Aha, found it. Right. what I'm looking at here is, or looking for here. Yeah, right. Okay. Now there's one. There's some of these spots on it are meant to be there, and I would suggest that that is because that is possibly glue spots. They illustrate a couple of them. So yeah, I will leave that, and I will actually now wind up the stream. Most of this is not going to need to be masked. I'll mask that that interior, that, but mostly it'll be fairly straightforward, and then it'll just be, I believe it's a technical terminology. And then, in fact, quite a few bits are, well, theoretically done. Actually, I might just cut the exhausts out now. I might do them separately, because normally what I do with normally what I do with them as a colour is I hit them first with oily steel and then tin to create the weathered look that I wish them to have. So we'll cut them out all together as well. There we go. Boom. Alrighty. Now I can, for various reasons, I'm going to create a pile of them because I'll move all the other stuff over directly. But, alrighty. Up we come. Hello. That's me done for today. Now, didn't get. I had actually hoped to get a whole stack of painting done, but that will happen on when am I back with the P-51B? Wednesday. My Wednesday might be your Tuesday, depending what part of the world you're in. We're airbrushing that. It's all going to be made aluminium, and that's going to put a big dent in the amount of painting we require. They will actually come the day after we do a whole stack of, or actually no, we'll be doing certainly some airbrushing on the Mustang on the Monday or the Tuesday, possibly both days. This we shall find out. Alrighty. Now, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Any first-time viewers out there, you know what to do. Follow, like, or subscribe. It's a very simple equation, people. Tomorrow is your Wednesday. That would be my Thursday. Well, tomorrow it's Thursday for me, so there you have it. Now, other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and I'm Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord. Follow, like, or subscribe. It's a simple, as I said, it's a simple equation. Just bam. How hard can this be? Alrighty. Now, finally, yes, I will be back tomorrow. Similar sort of a time, I reckon. Maybe a little earlier. We'll see how we roll. And yeah, all that's really left to say at that point is that I'll be back at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. And yes, I will be back tomorrow. So yeah, see you later.